Hi Sagittarius, this is Michaela from Shine Your Light Brightly 1111, and I already did your reading and I wanted to give you a little preview. I already put the cards away, forgot to make the preview as long as they were lying here. So I wanted to tell you a little preview on the energies I was picking up on today. And we have you a bit surrounded by darkness at the moment, ready to surrender, asking yourself if they are still worth the wait. Your heart was very loyal to them for a long time already, but because nothing worked out yet, you are in a state of asking yourself, is it still worth the wait? And we have your person that is kind of hiding behind responsibilities. They want to be with you. You would be their dream, but they tell either you or themselves even that they just can't because they have these other responsibilities in form of maybe another relationship, a family, a marriage. And really telling themselves that because of that they can't act on their dreams and heart's desires. They are suffering in the situation, so they have to learn that they are the creator of their own reality, and Spirit is trying to tell them this. So really no lovey-dovey reading, to be honest. I would have loved to give you a beautiful start into the new year here, but well, these were the energies coming up. So I hope this reading helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching, and please enjoy. Hey everyone, this is Michaela from Shine Your Light Brightly 1111. First of all, Happy New Year, Happy New Decade. I hope you've had a wonderful celebration into the new year, and I wish you all a wonderful 2020 full of health, blessings, and love and wish fulfillment. So, before we begin with the read, as always, it's a general reading. It can't resonate with each and everyone out there. Only take what resonates, get rid of what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit, and especially for cross-watcher, the roles can be switched. So let's just jump into your read. Hey Sagittarius, let's go into your deep love read. I'm already connected with my spirit guides and angels, and what they've showed me and told me when I was preparing for your reading was that the journey with your person is already pretty long, and your heart is pretty loyal to this person. It was a long wait already, not in the sense of that you are sitting there and just wait, but because of that loyalty, you maybe weren't able to have relationships with others, always hoping for union or reunion here. But it may be a time of doubt at the moment, where you think if it's still worth the wait. And thinking a lot about the person, I really think that maybe the holidays could be the reason here. I mean, to be without the one we love at Christmas and New Year's Eve is of course not really easy and brings emotional challenges, right? For others, they showed me that there is third-party situation, so your person is with someone else, and this brings up the anxiety or the fear, the concern that this will never that they will never be available for you, let's say it that way. So let's see what your deep love read will bring us. We begin with the overall energies. We look into what you should focus on, and your person too. We look, what else? What's the current challenge or lesson for both of you and for the connection too. Look into heart space, mind space, soul level, and what's going on in the physical for you as well as your person, shared energies, possible future energies. Also, what's the biggest fear at the moment? What's the shadow both of you have to face for possible union? And at the end, some additional information from different oracle decks. And at the end, advice from Spirit. So let's just start. This is the Energy Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. Overall energy, please, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Sagittarius in love for the month of January 2020. Oh, they are all reversed. I don't read reversals in this deck. Ah, there it is. Indecision. So you may really think about at the moment, is it still worth the wait? For some of you are here, did I waste my time? What's the overall energy, please, for Sagittarius, soulmate, love interest, however you want to label your connection? What's their overall energy? I hear that many of you are very spiritual, and this journey brought you on the spiritual journey, brought the spiritual awakening, and you really trust into divine timing and divine guidance, your intuition. But it may be a time where you really just have that deep wish to share your love with someone. And when they are still not ready, you maybe consider if it's still worth the wait here. How long shall I wait? So what's going on with Sagittarius soulmate, please? What's their overall energy? We have cornucopia coming up. This is a card of abundance, having it all. So what I hear is actually that this is the wish, not where they are. That is the wish, and they know that they could have it with you. But what I feel is anxiety, actually, that they can't make it work. I hear other responsibilities. What's the overall energy of the connection between Sagittarius and their soulmate, please? Need a long time to talk here. Thank you. Well, yeah. The sixth chakra comes up here. Archangel Metatron. Third chakra, sixth chakra is the third eye chakra. So our intuition, our vision, our intuitive deep knowing. So the two of you are connected here. It's the advice that you can trust your intuition. You're not making up things. It's not an illusion. But this is for sure a journey where you've had to have to be very strong. But you've also gained a lot of strength and wisdom throughout this journey. But a lot of patience necessary here. I actually want to have one more for the connection. Blossoming abundance. So they have cornucopia, and I've heard that this is what they could have with you. And we have blossoming abundance now for the connection coming up. What is the beginning, right? So slowly seeing that things are changing. These are the Heal Yourself reading cards. So what is it what Sagittarius should be focused on at the moment? What is it what they should acknowledge more, what they maybe not? What is falling down here? Oh, the inner child comes up. So I hear your inner child wants to play. So it could be, this card could indicate that you are in a very serious state of mind at the moment. And this is telling you to come into a more light-hearted energy, out of the heavy energies and overthinking. For others, it could indicate that there are some inner child issues that you should go through a healing. There are great meditations out there for inner child healing. Just ask your inner child what it would love to do at the moment. So maybe there was any kind of passion that you've had in childhood where, I don't know, playing an instrument, dancing, singing, I don't know, just, I hear go wild and do what you did love to do as a child. Drawing, I hear drawing. That could help you also when it's any kind of anything where you can express yourself. It could even help you to release what's still lingering inside of you energetically and still blocking you. What is it what Sagittarius soulmate should be focused on? I have a better look at. Why do they always have to fall down? It's really annoying. Sorry, guys. So we have family and tribe here. So they have supportive people around them. Maybe not really how to say this, not really paying attention to them at the moment, being very focused on themselves. So they should know that they are supported here. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't recognize how much support they can get from their family and tribe. These are the dark mirror cards. I forgot the creator, I'm sorry. Let's look what's the biggest fear at the moment. What shadow is hindering you, blocking you from union here, from possible union. So for Sagittarius, please, what's the biggest fear here at the moment? The shadow they have to face. That's not true. Or that every card has to fall down. Unbelievable. So what do we have? Good chance to dream. So it's number 28 makes a 10. So it's the completion of a cycle. Where this card talks about that we would love to surrender. There is a darkness around you at the moment that wants to be felt. There is, it's the energy where we just want to stay in bed, under the blanket, not be seen, don't want to see anybody, hear anyone, and just giving in to the darkness. And that can be actually very healthy to do so if it's for just a moment. But what I hear is that sometimes you may do so, but I try to listen. But it's difficult then to come back into your everyday life. So you try to avoid to let this darkness come over you. Very sad energy, what I feel. My heart gets very heavy at the moment here. What is the shadow of Sagittarius soulmate? What is their biggest fear here? Blinded to pain. So there is something inside of them, what they didn't heal yet. Maybe even suppressed. There is something very heavy on their heart too, that they also avoid to see. This person is blindfolded here, and she has all these black spiders over their hearts, over her heart space here. So there is something what's blocking their heart here, an old issue, old pain that they don't want to face. Or if it's something from childhood, maybe even have no clue where this comes from. This is the Akashic Tarot. As if it's not already challenging enough, who want to know about the current lessons or challenges for both of you and for the connection here. For Sagittarius, please. I really don't believe it. So we have the Divine Physician. So this card talks about healing, but it also talks about that maybe some of you are a kind of a healer. But your spirituality can help you to heal. Your spirit guides and angel want to support you here with your healing. Just trust. Trust also into your own healing abilities. That's what I hear for some of you. Let them assist you. So, I mean, this darkness here, this shadow comes from somewhere, right? I mean, this card here is pretty clear. Here we don't know what it is about. So maybe this is connected here because it's coming up as your challenge or lesson. This comes up for a reason. It wants to be acknowledged, and then it can be transmuted and healed and released. Let your guides support you. What's the current lesson or challenge for Sagittarius soulmate, please? The Architect. So this card is an energy where we are called that we should, first of all, we are the creator of our own reality, right? So it's up to us what we do with our lives. They have to get aware of that or be reminded of that. It's also telling us that if we want to have a stable foundation, we should really take the time to build this foundation so that it is stable. When we rush things, it's shaky and it falls apart very easily. But I really feel here the main message for them is that they should be aware. I mean, I felt that energy of, I have other responsibilities, I want to be with you, but I can't. So they have to get aware of that they are the creator of their lives. If they feel a deep desire, they have to find a possibility to make it work. When there's a will, there's a way, right? So for the connection, so a challenge or lesson both of you have to face at the moment. up in the air. Both of you have no clue what the other one is feeling, thinking, so there may be really little to no communication. Both of you have just no clue what's going on, and if there is even a chance, if the other one is still thinking about you. Sorry for my voice. And that is, of course, pretty challenging. When we feel that deep connection and there is no communication and we have no clue what's going on. But for both of you, it's the same for both of you here. So let's go into the Sacred Spirit reading cards, looking where the two of you are spiritually at. Sagittarius first, please. Yeah, how fitting. Illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. So don't run from your shadows. They are a part of you. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our shadows. They are a part of us. But they also want to be recognized and acknowledged. So again, this time where you feel that darkness around you and just want to surrender, this comes up for a reason. That is something that wants to be released and healed, acknowledged at first. Something is strange here. That is why. There is a card from another deck in between. So where is Sagittarius soulmate spiritually at? So we have meditation coming up. Improvement requires persistence. Yeah, so it's not enough to meditate once a week or once a month. Should be every day, better 2 times a day. But yeah, I'm struggling with that too sometimes. I just need to make the time, or don't take the time, I have to say. But yeah, meditation would at least help them here to calm the mind, is what I hear, and to think straight again. So they may be in a state of confusion a bit here. So what do we have here? Sacred divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. So yeah, with the architect, they've already been told here that it's on them to make the decision to create the life they want. And there are always different paths ahead, right? We decide which path we choose. But if one path is opening up for us and we don't want to walk this path, or are too afraid to walk this path, and want to stay where we are because it's comfortable, even though we may not be happy there, we can sit there and blame others for it, or blame the universe. So for them, it's really about to understand that it's up to them. Where's the connection spiritually at? Between worlds, yeah, how very fitting. So it's also saying new directions. Between worlds. So we have up in the air, no one knows what's really going on. No one is expressing themselves here to the other one. And so we are a bit of back and forth. But it's also called new directions here. So this could mean many things, of course, different for each and every one of you. For some it may be to surrender and to say, I've waited long enough. I just want to have the life I desire, and obviously I can't have it with you. So I choose a new direction. It could, of course, also indicate for some of you that there is a change in the wind for the connection, because it's coming up for the connection. But Spirit is working with them. They try to show them that they have just to make the choice here. Well, just. Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Let's go into your heart space, mind space, soul level, and physical space. See what's going on with you, Sagittarius. Heart space for Sagittarius, please, when it comes to their soulmate and this connection. What's going on in Sagittarius? Can talk Sagittarius heart space. And of course it has to fall down. Of course. Why not? It's funny. Yeah. Also very fitting. Win or lose. 5 of Swords energy. Well, it's called here in this deck a win or lose, right? So I get a bit of the energy we got before. Does it still make sense? But the 5 of Swords is the battle mode, the warrior mode, but it's pure ego energy. So coming up in the heart space here says already a lot. I really feel, because Spirit was showing me that for many of you it was a long journey already. At some point we are just so tired of waiting, and we are so focused on the challenges that we've been through that we maybe forget about the love. So it's about to remember why you even want them back, right? What was it? So remembering these beautiful times and these beautiful energies. But yeah, the 5 of Swords is an energy of miscommunication, of manipulation, trying to force things. But in the end, in this battle, no one will win. This is a battle, the 5 of Swords is a battle where there are only losers in the end. It's pure ego. I want it, and I want it now. And if not, well, then not. But that's not coming from the heart here, right? But it's coming up in the heart space. So you are, we've already seen here that you are in a darker place at the moment here. But this also happens for a reason. So really the advice I hear is to remember yourself, remember the love. And also look back on this journey and all the things you've learned throughout this journey. It made you so much stronger. You've gained so much wisdom and strength throughout this journey. You've really learned a lot here. So it wasn't wasted time. And I hear rest. Rest. If your soul is telling you you need rest, don't avoid this. Maybe you're avoiding it because the darkness comes over you then. Mental space, please. What's going on mentally here for Sagittarius when it comes to their soulmate? I just want to be happy. So this is the 8 of Wands, success and growth. 8 of Wands is very fast energy, very fiery energy. Communication, even travel, very passionate and creative energy. Very fast, positive movement forward. And I've heard, I just want to be happy. And you maybe, are thinking about if they are the right choice still, if they deserve your loyalty, the loyalty of your heart. But I hear you can't force it. You have to learn to go with the flow, trust into divine timing. What's the message of Sagittarius higher self, please, when it comes to this connection? What's going on the soul level? So we have the base chakra, root chakra. When this comes up, we don't feel, or we aren't grounded, we don't feel stable, shaky foundation. They tell me to also take the bottom. Now, beautiful, we have the Judgment card in this deck called Blossom. So the Judgment card talks about closing old karmic cycles. It talks about your divine guidance, and it talks about to embrace the whole journey with all that is. Seeing the bigger picture, seeing the deeper meaning of things, even the suffering and the pain. Everything happened and happens for a reason. And if something is not happening, there is also a reason for it. So if the two of you would come together when you're not ready, or still having that emotional baggage from the past, or being indecisive of what we truly want, maybe in any kind of codependent relationships is what I pick up here, we just would mess it up. But these soul connections are there to help us to heal old issues, to get rid of any emotional baggage, to even heal and reprogram limiting beliefs from childhood. All that stuff comes up to be healed and transmuted. So the Judgment card is also a card of second chances and reconciliation. But it is about to ground yourself, to stabilize yourself, to face your own shadows, to rest, and to find the love again in your heart. Not just for them, in general. That is journey, our life's journey. Don't make it just about the struggle and the suffering and the pain. What's going on in the physical, please, for Sagittarius? Ace of Swords, clarity of belief. So the Ace of Swords talks about communication, speaking our truth, expressing ourselves from the heart. Aces are representing new beginnings. In this case, a new beginning based on honesty and clarity. That is your wish, right? You want to know. First of all, you want to know that being up in the air is something that you can't stand anymore. And I really feel that even if they would tell you that will never happen, we will never come back together or come together, it would be painful. But I really think that even with this truth, you could move on. But you want to have communication. But the Ace of Swords is also an energy where we are ready to cut out everything that doesn't serve anymore. Ready to cut everything out. But I hear again, make decisions from the heart. So don't cut anything out of your life, out of this energy. That is again just ego-based. Let's see what's going on with your person. This deck is also by John Holland, the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Heart space, please, for Sagittarius soulmate when it comes to this connection in Sagittarius. What is going on in their heart space? Okay, 2 want to come out. Yeah, not surprised to see that. So we have the Devil's energy. In this deck called Temptation. So representing the sign of Capricorn. By the way, the Judgment card represents Scorpio. So the Devil's energy is any kind of attachment, addictions, codependency. It can just be negative thought patterns, but it's not what I'm getting. I really feel codependency going on here. But I really feel an energy here where they hide behind this responsibilities. So they are afraid to make the moves towards their own happiness, so towards you. Procrastinating things, hiding behind these responsibilities. That's really what I get here. But yeah, we have also here trapped in fear. That is the 8 of Swords. That is the self-made mind prison. We have a false perception of things. These fears are just in our head. There is no real threat. Just self-made. But we feel so trapped here and attached to something, or codependent, or think that others are codependent or depending on us. But I really feel here an energy of that they are hiding behind this. What's going on in the mind space, please, of Sagittarius soulmate? How are they thinking about Sagittarius and this connection? So they are guarded. 9 of Wands. In this deck called Spiritual Strength. But the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. Someone who was fighting a lot of battles in life, had a lot of struggles, gained a lot of strength and wisdom, but is very guarded, very cautious. I hear suffering. They tell me to look at the bottom. We have the Hierophant here. Wisdom. So the Hierophant is about integrity. It's about our deep belief systems. It's also, of course, about wisdom. It's also the card of marriage. I really, again, with the 9 of Wands, if you know the traditional tarot where this man stands with all these wands, I really feel here hiding behind a marriage maybe, but it is they are really hiding behind this. I really get that image of procrastinating on purpose, hiding behind responsibilities. So they have a reason to say, also not just towards you, I think they won't tell you, but towards themselves. It's a reason for them not to act. They feel the urge to act, but they aren't able to do so. And they just hide behind that responsibility here, maybe with a marriage or any kind of other responsibilities. Hiding behind this to have a reason for themselves, to tell themselves, well, I can't do anything about it anyways, I have my responsibilities here, so, well, I can't do anything about it. It's the way it is. But that's why the Architect came up, that they have to learn, well, it's up to you. You always can do something. What's the message of their higher self, please? Really interesting read, even though it's not really lovey-dovey. I would have loved to give you a beautiful reading, but, well, I'm no fairy tale reader. I'm here to tell you the truth, and that's what's coming up. So So, okay, we have, first of all, again, Scorpio makes the appearance here. The Death card, transformation. So huge transformation goes on. I mean, I see that there. The problem I see, or what I feel, is avoidance. So even though spirit guides and angels may be there and try to push him towards his healing and transformation and try to make them see the things they need to see, I really feel an avoidance here, a running away. Not wanting to face the own shadows, not want to take the responsibility to act on their dreams and desires. But yeah, huge transformation is at least planned here for them. And we have the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion. What was the card in your mind space? And in this deck, it's for me kind of following the dream. So before that can happen, the transformation has to take place. But we all have free will. So the question is, will they let this happen? What's going on in the physical here? And I really feel that you, the darkness that is surrounding you, and that sense of want to surrender, I really feel that you feel this energy here. They may have been in a different place before, but I really think you pick up on their energies here. And so it causes you, because of their, right, their thoughts, I can't talk, so sorry. So that kind of, I can't do anything about it anyways, I have my responsibilities. So that's just an excuse towards themselves to not have to face their shadows. But that's the energy you're picking up on. So you feel like it makes no sense anymore. It will never happen. So I have to surrender. What's going on in the physical, please, for Sagittarius soulmate? So yeah, I've heard suffering, and here it is, suffering in silence, Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is an energy where we really are caught up in fear, in anxieties. I mean, we have the Eight of Swords, what's the self-made mind prison, but the Nine of Swords is better, even worse. Sleepless nights, nightmares, the darkest fears, playing through the worst case scenario on the mind. But what I really feel is they are suffering in their situation, whatever that situation is, if it's another relationship or even a marriage, but they are suffering because their heart wants something totally different. They aren't happy in their situation, but they aren't able to make the move towards their own happiness, to take the necessary steps. So, finding excuses why they can't do anything about it, but suffering. What has to happen here is that they finally make a choice, a clear choice, and really a decision, and acting on that. But I unfortunately have to say, at least now for January, I don't feel that they will. But let's see what the rest of the reading brings. So this is the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti. I don't know if it has a special name, but I think he has just one Lenormand deck. Some shared energies, please, for Sagittarius and their soulmate here. That's really a heavy reading. I'm so sorry, Sagittarius. Coming into the new year. Shared energies, please. So yeah, we have the cross. The cross could also represent marriage. It's representing destiny. Could stand for the soul connection. For some of you, it may be the marriage that is hindering the two of you of coming together. They're just hiding behind that. So, okay, when is the marriage? The marriage will end. The sky is representing an ending. But for some of you where this cross, where there is no marriage, where this cross represents your connection, that destiny, that destined partnership as you have seen it before, it may indicate that some of you just want to end this. And I was picking up on this energy before we pulled the first card. But yeah, for some of you it may indicate the end of the marriage, or it's just saying the marriage has to end to bring the two of you forward. So we have the mountain here that represents either obstacles or it indicates long distance. So another country. Actually this came out also in the reading for Taurus, but the Taurus reading was really great. So we have the ship here what talks about very fast positive movement forward. In the case of a long distance relationship, it could indicate travel here overseas. So, but yeah, the marriage is the obstacle here. And I mean, that sounds really bad to say that, but they aren't happy there anyways. They are just hiding behind that unhappy relationship. So for positive movement forward for the both of you, the marriage has to end. That is that huge obstacle here. And if that happened, if they can do this, then there is the chance for positive movement forward. The flowers are representing appreciation, but of course could also indicate an invitation, a romantic gesture of some kind. Let's get one last from this deck. And of course this last one has to fall on the floor. Unbelievable. So yeah, we have, that's like the death card here. The coffin is representing an end, but again also transformation, what came up here already for them in the soul, on the soul level. The end, okay, I hear the end of the old ways. So okay, this message is pretty clear here. So positive movement forward and even a romantic gesture can happen when this obstacle in form of this marriage is cleared away, and then the old ways can end and we can transform the connection. At the bottom I have the storks, what represents a new beginning. Very positive energy. But yeah, they have to do what they have to do, not hiding. Let's see what the Romance angels want to tell you here. Need two for the shared energies, please. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I mean, if they are in a marriage, of course a divorce brings financial maybe difficulties, financial loss for sure. Maybe that is also an indicator here why they don't want to do this. Staying together out of financial reasons is also not the best, right? But we all have to make our own decisions. The only thing is, if we have a possibility and we don't take it, we don't need to sit there and suffer in silence and blaming everyone for our miserable life, right? Because it's always in our hands. For Sagittarius, please. So I don't want to blame them. I'm a very compassionate person. I always try to see that we all have a unique path, and when I don't know all the details, so I'm not judgmental at all, even though I may sound like this sometimes, but I'm really not at all. And but this message here is very clear, and sometimes I just want to go there and shake them through and tell them what I have to say so that they wake up. But well, for Sagittarius, please, 2 cards. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So that is something I really feel you don't want to hear. I see you rolling your eyes. And I understand it if I pick up on your energies here. After the rain comes the sun. There was a time in my life where I thought, if one more person tells me that, I don't know what I do. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Well, we have a couple here on this card that wants to disconnect together from the world, enjoying this time together, alone together. But what I really feel, I've heard rest at some point. I really feel it's time for you to maybe to disconnect from the world on your own. But of course, it could indicate the wish here to have some alone time with them, where it's just you and them. So 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius soulmate. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And at the bottom I have free yourself. How fitting. It's time to take back control of your life. Yeah. Let's go into some tarot for some possible future energies. Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Possible future energies, please, for Sagittarius and their soulmate. It drives me crazy. Why? So, what do we have? So, 5 of Cups and the Knight of Coins. Let's get them all out first. Strength. Could be a Leo of significance here, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The 2 of Cups. Kind of surprised to see that actually in this reading. So the 5 of Swords again. The Page of Wands at the bottom. Possible outcome. A King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Empress, representing Taurus and Libra. And the Hierophant at the bottom, also representing Taurus. Okay, my dear Sagittarius, let's see what we got here. The first card, the Five of Cups. I'm not surprised to see that card. So that is a card of sadness, deep sorrow, very focused just on the negative parts of life. She's so focused on the spilled and broken cups there that she's not seeing the Two of Cups even in the spotlight right behind her. She can't recognize it. She can't see them because of the focus on the negative parts. So it is about to change the focus here, to come out of this negativity. We have the Knight of Coins. I mean, I love it in this. I mean, it's the slowest knight in the whole deck. He's taking his time. But at least in this deck, he's moving. In the traditional tarot, that's the only knight where the horse is standing still. But in this, it's at least moving somehow. But yeah, the Knight of Coins wants to bring a solid offer, but he is very slow, taking the time. And this just tells me here that this sorrow comes from that long journey. This Knight of Coins is representing that long journey, also with the Strength card here. The Strength card is about that wisdom and strength that you've needed to get through this journey, and also that you've gained because of this journey. It's also about courage. So it could indicate, yeah, they will take their time. They need to build up the courage to make the necessary moves. I mean, the Five of Cups is not just for you, it's also for them, right? It's shared energy. The possible future is for both of you, for the connection. So, and we see that there are suffering here. But yeah, we have the Two of Cups here and the Five of Cups, right? And the spotlight. That is that beautiful partnership, that soulmate energy. And here they are, the Two of Cups. I love it in this deck, by the way. So that would be that coming together. But we have to change the focus. We have to take action, even if it are baby steps at first, and taking it slow. We have to build up the courage here. I should say they should, to fight for their dream. I have these down, Five of Swords here again. I really don't like these. I don't like this energy of the Five of Swords. You got it in your heart space, the win or lose card. So again, that's the battle mode. It could indicate fight for this. In this deck I also get actually the Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords. So healing this energy of the Five of Swords. Four of Swords would be rest, rejuvenation, recovery mode, healing, right? And the Ace of Swords that came up in your physical space would be cut out everything that doesn't serve. Speak your truth, be authentic, express yourself. So I get a bit here of I will fight for this, as well as that if the two of you would have the possibility to come together here with the Two of Cups, that would heal this energy here. And I have the Page of Wands, and in this deck I love it because this Page of Wands has the Four of Wands in the background. So the Page of Wands is about the idea, the inspiration of something, and in this case he's dreaming about how to make the Four of Wands happening. The Four of Wands would be that beautiful relationship, that great foundation, joy, stability. So the Page is no action taker, but he has the inspiration and the idea and wants to fight for it here. And the possible outcome, we have a King of Cups. So again, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio could be of significance here. The King of Cups is someone who is very loving, very giving, and emotionally balanced and very mature. He mastered the emotions. He has no fear to show his feelings, to speak his truth from the heart. So if you're waiting for a King of Cups and the Empress is representing you, it tells you you need to have faith. Be the Empress. Be in the receptive mode. The Empress doesn't try to force anything. She trusts her own deep knowing, her intuition, her guidance. She is nurturing herself and others. Be in the receptive mode and have faith with the Hierophant here. But this could also indicate, if I see the Empress not as a person, as an energy, the Empress represents new beginnings, the birth of a new era, the birth of something new. It also represents fertility, so pregnancy, maybe. And again, the Hierophant represents also marriage. So it could also be an energy here of, if he's finally the master of his emotions and his fears and not afraid anymore to speak his truth and take the necessary action, if he's truly the king, there can be that new beginning and commitment. But yeah. So I really see the potential, but I really don't feel that this is a journey that will lead to union very soon. But I can be wrong. It's always up to us. If he, maybe because of the new year, decides, well, that's my year. That's the year of changes, where I follow my dreams and makes the decisions and acts on it, then it can be very fast, of course, right? So, angel answers. Let's see what they have to tell you here. Meditation brings answers, came up for them already. So that could help you also here, of course, to calm the mind and to balance yourself, to ground yourself. Ask your angels. So yeah, through meditation you also open up your crown and third eye chakra and you can receive your spiritual guidance. Ask your angels. We got that message. Ask your angels to help you to transmute. Ask them why this darkness comes up here at the moment. What is this about? That you, so set the intention that you want to heal this, transmute this within the next few months. So this is the Whispers of Love Oracle. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So we got the message at some point, remember the love. Make decisions from a loving heart. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. And at the bottom I have, I love you. These are powerful words. Actually, with the physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. They are showing me and telling me here that sometimes when our heart is loyal to someone who's not available, and even if we are doing great in our lives, focused on our career, our spiritual journey, our healing, and we have great friends, and we have a good life, so we don't need them in our life, but we want them in our life, right? But sometimes even when we have this great life and nothing seems to be missing, if it was a long journey where you maybe, because of the loyalty here of your heart, have not been able to be with someone else, that is maybe a time now where you feel that this is what's missing, that tender touch. And I really feel if they would come to you now and tell you I love you, you wouldn't really believe them right away. So this is the Heart-Shaped Love Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Really difficult to shuffle, by the way, and because all the cards are flying on the ground today, I would just like, okay, this one, wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So again, not trying to force anything. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And what do we have at the bottom? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So another card of going with the flow. So the Gaia Oracle will give us your last advice to close the reading. Also by Tony Carmine Salerno. What's the advice for Sagittarius, please? What's your last message, spirit guides and angels, for Sagittarius here today with this reading? Achievement, that also came out for, can't remember. Another sign had this as their last message. It's number 17. I will read this card to you as always. Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. You will soon achieve a goal you had set for yourself. Your hard work and persistence is about to pay off. Know that you deserve all the success that is coming your way. Quietly acknowledge this to yourself as you celebrate your achievements. Thank the earth and universe for this blessing in the knowledge that all you do is a co-creation with the higher power that be. Then refocus your attention back to the task at hand. Do not lose sight of your original purpose and intention. This is only the beginning. Much more can be accomplished provided you keep focused on your dream. Remember what is truly important to you. It may be helpful to set a new goal. This could be bigger and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. Affirmation: I give thanks for all the success coming my way. All I do is co-creation with my higher self and the universal light of love. I keep focused on my dream. What I imagine, I create. I am grateful for what I achieved. So I'm pretty I'm pretty sure what you will achieve is to come out of that dark space here. I really think that this could be indicated here by the holiday time. And I really feel that this is something you get over very well and very soon, and more easily than you think. They have to make their own choices. They have to make their own decisions and face their own shadows and struggles here. We have no influence on that. We have to trust. Well, again, Sagittarius, no lovey-dovey reading at all. But yeah, I hope it brought you some insights and helped you in some way here. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff. That's what keeps me going. I'm still new here on YouTube. And yeah, wishing you all the very best for your connection, your situation here, and of course for yourself. Wishing you a wonderful month of January, a great new start into the new year. And yeah, take care, be blessed, bye.